LFC chats. Just coming on for a Tuesday night. Bit of fun for maybe 20 minutes, half an hour. We shall see who we can get in the comments. Get those comments in. As you've seen in the title, Champions League draw is on Friday morning. I think it's 11 o'clock GMT. Chelsea are playing at the moment. I think they're 2-0 up against Atletico Madrid. I think Bayern are 4-1 up against Lazio. So I think Bayern will hammer Lazio. So we more or less know the 8 now if Chelsea can hold on. They're 2-0 up. Atletico will need at least two goals there. But I'm looking forward to this quarterfinals of the Champions League, of course. But we shall see. Everyone's saying Porto. Other people say Dortmund, maybe even Madrid, Real Madrid. They're not as good as they were. But we shall see. As I say, nothing is easy in the Champions League when it gets into the last 8. But check out my video earlier I did with Team Coppish, Callum Sanderson. I did it this morning, the 15-minute video. It's good crack. Check it out on YouTube. Give it the thumbs up. Give it the thumbs up. Thumbs up help hugely for the show, especially live shows, because it gets a lot more people in. Algorithms and all that. Okay, guys, as I said, mainly anything goes, bit of chat. You get the comments in. I answer the questions to the comments. 1 or 2 people might be popping in as well. We shall see. But as I say, the big draw on Friday morning, Champions League quarterfinal draw, is going to be interesting to say the least. I cannot wait. At least we're in the draw. That's the main thing. John Moore in the house. Hey Dave, mate. Hope all good. Like enjoy your live with a pint of Guinness. I don't have any beer tonight. It's just like a Ribena or a Milner drink for me. Ribena, baby. But as I say, quarterfinal draw is the big one. The big one for me. Get that Guinness into you on St. Patrick's Day, of course, today. But I mean, you could go through the teams. I mean, I think Dortmund could suit us. We have a great record against German teams. We have an unbelievable record against German teams. So it could really, really help us. Jade Exley is in the house saying, hi Dave, teams to avoid the draw. Bayern, City, PSG. Maybe Dortmund, yeah. Well, definitely PSG, Bayern are holders, you know. Although we have a good record against German teams, you just don't know. The year we beat them in the last 16, we won it, remember, in 2019. And Man City, I think, yeah, certainly in the quarterfinal stage, you want to avoid Man City. We shall see. But Eamon Kelly, hope you're having a good St. Patrick's Day. Unbelievable. I just realized I hadn't got these plugged in. Let's hope this works. We'll try it again. Hold on. That was good. Shows you how new I am at this game, doesn't it? Shows you how new I am at this game. But we shall see what happens. And I hope you can get the audio a lot better. That seems a lot better. Thumbs up if the audio is okay. Let's hope it is, guys. Yeah, I mean it's going to be interesting. Eamon Kelly, hope you're having a good St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, it's St. Patrick's Day is overblown. We get a day off over here because it's a national holiday, of course, but we're not in work. That's about as good as it gets for me. But of course, it was a great day in Dublin. I suppose in England it was brilliant as well. Beautiful day today. Sunny, beautiful day. Give us a thumbs up if the audio is good. The visuals are good, baby. Leo C in the house. The main thing is, guys, to be in that hat on Friday. That's what I wanted. That's what we all wanted. That's so important to get in that hat for Friday's Champions League quarter-final draw. Eamon Kelly, Chelsea or Porto? Well, everybody's saying Porto. I mean, Chelsea, they're 2-0 up into the second half. 10 minutes into the second half, they're still 2-0 up, aren't they? Against Atletico. Atletico need 2. If Atletico score 2, they go through with away goals because it'd be 2-2 in aggregate and it'd be 2-2. But yeah, maybe Chelsea in the quarters if Chelsea go through. I don't know. I'm just going to check here now on the old phone trick to see. But listen, I'm doing a lot more live shows. We don't play until the 5th of April, guys. The 5th of April, Arsenal away, Emirates. I mean, it's a long way away. So there's a long way to go. Yeah, it's still 1-0. Chelsea 2-0 on aggregate. So we keep an eye on that. What's the score in the other game? And the other game is 1-0 to Bayern Munich against Lazio, 5-1 on aggregate. That's over. You might as well say Bayern. Well, they would have been in from the first leg, wouldn't they? 5-1 up in aggregate. Chelsea 2-0 up in aggregate. But still time in the Chelsea game for that to turn around with Atletico. They're a good side. And any side with Luis Suarez in it always has a chance. But Chelsea or Porto, has to be Porto. But Porto are a good side. I mean, they beat Juventus. You know, they beat a decent Juventus side with Ronaldo in there. They're a lot better defensively. We've a good record against it recently. But I did a video this morning, as I say, with Callum Sanderson from the Coppish, and even he said it. They're a lot better, Porto. If you look at their stats this season, they're a different side. Defensively a lot better. But if you look at the 8 teams that are in it, take us out, obviously. The 7 other teams, it looks like Chelsea are going to go through. It looks like Bayern are going to go through. Real Madrid, Dortmund, Porto, City, PSG. I mean, you'd have to say Porto, wouldn't you? You'd have to say Porto, really. Can we get Madrid? We can get Real Madrid. It's an open draw. You can get City. You can get Chelsea. It's an open draw in the quarterfinals. You can get anybody. It's random. It's a random draw. But Arsenal, a tricky one. They always do well against us. We're talking about obviously Eamon Kelly talking about the Premier League game at Emirates in 2 weeks' time. It's 5th of April. I mean, it's even further away. It's miles away. We shall see what happens in that game. But yeah, Arsenal's a tricky one. They're playing well at the moment. Don't want City, says Eamon Kelly. I don't want City at this stage of the competition either. No, I don't want Man City. They're good. I think they'll go close this season, unfortunately. But I'd love to knock them out, maybe in the final. I will win the final against them on the semis. But Porto look very good, though. Be a very tough game. We haven't got them yet. We haven't got anybody. We're just talking about who we would like or who we wouldn't like, or in the final the Champions League quarterfinal draw on Friday. I might do a live draw. I'll see if I can fit it in with work. It's a bit awkward, but I'll definitely do something on Friday. Maybe Friday night, a live show talking about who we got or who we didn't get. But it's still a few days away. It's only Tuesday, so. Sorry, Wednesday. It's only Wednesday. I'm forgetting the days. That's what the coronavirus and COVID has done to me. I'm even forgetting the days. Tomorrow's Thursday. I thought today was Tuesday. I'd take Real, says Leo C. Yeah, maybe. Seamus Moore, bring on Real Madrid. We have an unfinished business against them. Yeah, we do have unfinished business. 2018 Champions League final, of course. And we all know what happened with Ramos and Salah. So that would be interesting. That would be nice to knock them out if we got them. Liverpool addiction. With our injuries, the last thing we want is the Sergio Ramos, Real Madrid. I don't know. You can look at 2 sides. Madrid haven't been great. They're not the Madrid of old. They're certainly not the Madrid of old. Barca are knocked out. The Spanish league is not the same. I mean, Atletico, okay, still a slight chance. They're 2-0 down against Chelsea at the moment. There's about a half an hour to go in that game, but looks like Chelsea are going to knock them out. But we shall see. John Moore would love to knock Real Madrid out. Absolutely, John Moore. Wouldn't we all? Arsenal fan circle in the house. I'll have to do a video with you soon, my friend, before the Arsenal game, of course. Happy Paddy's Day, Dave. Proud to be Irish, says Arsenal Fan Circle channel. Yeah, check them out. Great content on Arsenal Fan Circle channel. That's a mouthful, isn't it? Arsenal Fan Circle channel. Love it. Happy Paddy's Day to you, baby. I'm not on the beer today. Not on the beer on Paddy's Day. It's unusual, but obviously all the pubs are closed, so just Ribena for me today. The Milner juice, Ribena. Milli Vanilli. But yeah, I mean, we shall see what happens. I would actually take Porto, says Abdul. Yeah, so would most people take Porto, but it won't be an easy game. There's no doubt about it. It just won't be an easy game. But we shall see. There is a few more days till the draw. It's not till Friday, but I'll definitely, all eyes will be on the draw Friday morning. Put Milner on to kick the shite out of Ramos, says Lee O.C. Yeah, it would be an irony, wouldn't it, to do something against Madrid, Real Madrid, in the quarters if we got them. But we shall see. I mean, it's as I say, it's random. It's lottery numbers, so they say. It's random. I mean, there's 8 balls in the pot. It's just random. It's luck of the draw. I mean, if you get a favourable draw in the quarters, that helps you then get into the semis, not too hard. You've all the other teams not getting the favourable draws and knocking each other, like City getting Bayern Munich or something like that. Do you know what I might do? I might actually do my little guess of the 8 teams. I'm a bit of a Nostradamus when it comes to score predictions. So I'll give you my 8. I'll give you my 4 ties, basically. I think Liverpool will get Dortmund. I really do. I've just something in the bones that another German team, obviously with Klopp, but I think Klopp's old team, I think we might get Borussia Dortmund. Haaland is the danger there, of course. But other than that, I think we could do Dortmund. So I think it'll be Liverpool, Dortmund. I think City will get PSG. Two money bags getting each other. That is a big possibility. City, PSG, Liverpool to get Dortmund. I think Real Madrid might get Chelsea. So Real Madrid to get Chelsea. That'd be a nice, tasty draw. Liverpool to get Dortmund. City to get PSG. And who have we got left? Is it Bayern Munich? Hold on, let me just check here. We've only got Bayern left, haven't we? I have to make sure I know who we have left even here. I forget who we have left after Bayern. Who's left after Bayern? I don't even have it on my bloody thing here. Haaland, no danger for big Nat Phillips. Well, that's true. That is absolutely true. But yeah, Haaland is the man for me. I'd love him at Liverpool, to be fair. I really would love him at Liverpool. I'd absolutely love him at Liverpool. But we shall see. Bayern is still 1-0 up. And Chelsea are still 1-0 up. Chelsea 2-0 up in aggregate. Bayern 5-1 on aggregate. So that's over. Yeah. Let City get a tough one. PSG or Bayern? Absolutely. Porto. Sorry, yeah. Bayern probably get a handy one against Porto. Arsenal fan circle. So I predict Porto to get Bayern Munich. Chelsea to get Real Madrid. We will get Dortmund. I think I just... you get these weird feelings that you get. That's what I'm thinking. Suarez has just been subbed off. That's good news for Chelsea, of course. That is really good news for Chelsea. But, absolutely brilliant. I cannot wait. Someone else is just tweeting me here. It's always good to get tweets when you're live. But yeah, so Suarez, so still 1-0 to Chelsea, 2-0 on aggregates, 5-4-1, 5-1-2 on aggregate, of course, to Bayern. But Bayern look good again, don't they? They're the holders. But we shall see. We shall see. It's going to be, as I say, Bayern. That was my prediction. Bayern and Porto, Chelsea, Madrid, us, and Dortmund. I think we might get Dortmund, another German team. I just have it in the bones, feelings in the bones. I'd be happy enough with that, to be fair, if we got Dortmund, if we don't get Porto. What City get Porto, for fuck's sake, says Eamon Kelly. Possibility, of course. They always seem to get handy draws until they came up against us, of course, in seasons beyond, seasons yonder. But listen, we're in a better place now than we were 2-3 weeks ago. We've got Kabak and Phillips there, looking good, solid as you like, keeping clean sheets. We've got Fabinho in his position in midfield, controlling the Marshall in midfield with Gini and Thiago. Hendo still to come back, so there's a possibility Hendo could be back in the lineup for the quarterfinals, and possibly even the second leg, I would think. I think 6th and the 7th is the first legs, played on 6th and 7th of April. Then a week later. So it's possible we could have Hendo in there. And Jota for me up front. Jota has got the He's making all the difference up front. Jota for us just gives us those options. You let Bobby on the bench possibly to come off, because I can't see Bobby breaking up Mane and Salah and Jota now at the moment. He's got to stick with those three, hasn't he? Istanbul, here we come, baby, says John Moore. Istanbul, number 7 is around the horizon, guys. Number 7, baby. Let's go. It's possible. It's possible. Absolutely possible. Lowest moment in football in recent time for me was when Company's goal against Leicester went in. Oh, don't tell me about that goal. I mean, it was a late goal. It was late 70s. It was some goal. It was one of the million. But remember, I think that was the Monday night football game. And then we played Barcelona at Anfield, second leg of the semi, 3-0 down, and to win 4-0 without Salah or Bobby on the pitch and go through to the final against Spurs. I mean, that's the best. That is the best. That's even better than the final at 4-0 at Anfield. That has to be the best. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable. But that Company goal, yeah, we could have won the league and Champions League that year. Absolutely. We only 1 point. What was it? 97 we got. 97 points. They got 98. 97 points. I mean, it's ridiculous. Please, the memories, says Abdul. The memories. Yeah, it's great memories. That's what football's all about. That's what Liverpool's history's all about. Memories. Great memories. Most of the time. We've had some bad memories as well, of course. Like all teams have bad memories and good memories. That's what makes a football team. That's what makes fans following the football team. You go with the bad. And that's why this year we've had a dip. From the last 2 or 3 seasons, we have been unbelievable. And we've had a dip. And all of a sudden, the real fans stand up and go, hold on, lads. We'll be okay. We'll go again next season. Relax. And then if the other fans, probably just on bandwagon fans, Klopp out, FSG out, all this. Come on, lads. Come on. Zane Talk Sports is coming in to have a little chat. She had something on. Actually, did a video today, I think, about Salah and Mane, the spat between Salah and Mane. Maybe we could talk to her about that and the video that she did. She's waiting in the green room. Hold on, here she is, Zane from Talk Sports. Zane, Talk Sports, welcome.
Hi, it's a bit dark.
You're back. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, as usual. It's St. Patrick's Day over here in Ireland, so I'm absolutely brilliant.
Congrats, I'm having a wine for you.
A wine? You're drinking wine and I'm drinking Ribena. But you did a video today on Zane Talk Sports on YouTube. I had a quick look at it. You're talking about, I think it's the supposed spat between Mo Salah and Sadio Mane. What was the video, the context of the video?
So recently there have been a lot of talk about how Mane doesn't pass to Salah and Salah doesn't pass to Mane on all that kind of stuff. So I just did a bit of research and just wanted to know how did it started and what actually Mane and Salah have said about things like that and how media are actually portraying them. Because when you, for example, do a search of Salah and Mane, all this stuff about them not being happy with each other comes up. While when you do a search of, for example, Kane and Son, it's completely different story. So media has a part to do in this, and then a lot of fans are just following this. So I just wanted to clear a couple of things.
Yeah, there was something in The Athletic, I think, about it as well. I think James Pearce, an old friend of mine, by the way, James Pearce said. But do you know what it is?
Should I turn on the light?
I was going to say, what's going on? I can't even see it.
Just a sec.
But no, we just have Zane Talk Sports in for a few minutes just to have a little chat. It's always good. I like talking to myself as well, but it's always good to have someone else on. A few opinions is always good. But that's better. That's better. Shine a light. Yes. Okay, so I mean, my take on Mo Salah and Mane is, I mean, Salah is the top goal scorer this season, and when you are at that level of basically world-class level, what Salah has been for the last 2 or 3 seasons, there's always a selfishness. There has to be a selfishness because that's why you're so good and that's why you score so many goals. You wouldn't score as many goals if you weren't, a little bit selfish.
Exactly.
Mane as well. I mean, Mane that season he got 20 odd goals was similar. Just that Mane hasn't scored many goals this season.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you'll have that. Is there really a spat going on between the two lads? I don't know. Obviously, Klopp hasn't told me about it. It's possible. It's possible.
Yeah. But I don't think they hate each other, because so many fans are saying they have hate. And I don't think that is the case. They don't have to love each other. They don't have to be best friends. But I think we're looking into it way more than the issue actually is. And media and some of the pundits and journalists are just a bit adding to it. So.
Well, it's sensationalism.
It's their
that's
job,
what it's called.
To be fair.
It's sensationalism. That's what they sell more or whatever they're selling papers, and obviously that's what a lot of people do. Yeah. But I don't think there's a huge amount to it. I don't. I really don't think there's a huge amount to it. I think they're professionals. Two of them are professionals. They both want Liverpool to win. They both want trophies. They both want win bonuses, for God's sake. You know what I mean? But Salah does like that top goal scorer trophy. There's no doubt about it.
He does.
No. Well, I mean, it's a personal thing, and it's a personal trophy. Liverpool, the team, don't get it.
Yeah.
It's one of the few trophies, like Player of the Year, that type of thing, that the player has, and you put on your mantelpiece. It's like a Grammy. It's like a Grammy or an Oscar. It's for the person. It's for the person. Even though you hear them up at the pendulum, this is for all the production and the director and all the people that help me. No, you got it because you were good in the film, or you were good on the pitch. It's a personal thing. So I think that's another way of looking at it. But I was just talking earlier. Obviously, the Champions League draw is on Friday.
Yeah.
The big quarterfinals draw. You're watching the Chelsea game there. Is it still 1-0, 2-0 on aggregate? Chelsea?
It's 1-0, yeah.
But they're 2-0 up from the last game, so it's 2-0.
Yeah.
So it's looking like Chelsea will go through unless Madrid can turn it around. And I think Bayern are 5-1 up on aggregate in the other game. So we're just presuming Bayern are through. Well, Bayern are through, and Chelsea get through. So that's the 8 teams. So you've got Bayern Munich, PSG, Liverpool, Dortmund, Chelsea, Madrid, City, Porto. Who would you like Liverpool to pull out of the hat on Friday?
I think perfect would be Porto. I wouldn't mind Dortmund as well. Chelsea, if they get through, fine. All the other teams I'd rather not see in the quarterfinals. Well, listen, you get who you get, obviously, but if you had a choice, you'd say Porto. I mean, I said Dortmund to myself. I think Dortmund could suit us. Klopp knows everything about them. There's a whole team. Erling Haaland is dangerous, of course. Yeah.
He's one of the most prolific strikers in the world at the moment. But if you keep him quiet, we'd have a really good chance. And Porto won't have anything to lose against Liverpool as well. That's the only thing. Whereas, we'll be the favourites in that. Chelsea, even though they beat us at Anfield 1-0 recently.
Yeah.
But
I think we were just very unlucky that game, and we could have won as well. So
we beat them 2-0 at Stamford Bridge earlier in the season, remember. Real Madrid aren't as good as they were, to be honest, in history. But I'd like to stay away from the likes of Bayern Munich, PSG, and Man City at the moment. Anyway,
City.
I'd be nice to knock them out, though. It'd be nice to get them and knock them out. But as you're saying, they're a good side. The bench they have is ridiculous. You know what I mean? So that's the problem.
The way they can rotate the team, no one can do it like they can. Literally, they can put 2 teams out, which are almost the same.
It's all about the money. That's what it is. They've got the money. They've got the oil money, by the way. So that's how they have so much money. But
I saw a video someone put on about, are they ruining football?
Mark Goldbridge.
Yeah.
Mark Goldbridge put a video out about are they ruining football. I actually tweeted him and said, like, they are ruining football, but unfortunately, money is ruining the game at the top end. It's all money. It's all money. That's all. Football's a business now. It wasn't when I was a kid following Liverpool in the 80s and 90s.
Yeah.
It wasn't as much a business, but now it is. It's all money. You can come in as a billionaire, the likes of PSG and Chelsea with Abramovich. And okay, Liverpool's FSG owners are rich as well, but you have to be rich to own a club nowadays.
Exactly.
But to be honest, I mean, they're a state. They're owned by a state, basically. You know what I mean? City. Yeah. They're owned by a Gulf state. You know, Sheikh Mansour. It's an actual state worth trillions, not billions, trillions. Yeah. And they can more or less do what they want. Is that, I mean, City have a chance to win the quadruple when you think about it. I mean, they're going to win the league. They're going, I think they're favourites for the FA Cup. They're in the League Cup, they're favourites. And they're first or second favourites for the Champions League.
They are, but I'm still quite confident they're not going to get the Champions League.
Well, they've never won it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? They've never won it, and all the money they have. So, you know, we shall see. Probably get a few Man City haters in here now in a minute. Will you say our lovers hating? Klopp admitted that it will be tough to win the Champions League this year. It's tough to win it any year, to be honest. It's like, so. I mean, we've 6 European Cups, and we're Liverpool. Like when the European Cup itself, I think it's been going since the 50s or 60s, but the Champions League has only been going since the early 90s. Yeah. But you know, it's the same tournament. It's the European Cup basically. We've 6, you know, two Champions Leagues, 4 European Cups, and number 7 would be absolutely beautiful. She's after disappearing on me. She's after disappearing. I said she hit a wrong button there, but that's the most important thing for me. It's all about having a chance for Liverpool to win number 7. I think we have a chance. I really do, but I think we need a favourable quarterfinals draw. That's what I think on Friday. I'm not going to stay on long anyway, guys. I'm not going to stay on long. But it was good having Zane Talk Sports on there. Loving the show, Dave, says John Moore, drinking his Guinness. I'm going to see if I can get Jackie Boy in as well, maybe. I don't know if he's around or not around, or some Jackie Boy is always a nice man to have on. But I mean, Jackie or Doug or one of them for a few minutes just to finish off the show. We shall see. Do a little copy and paste here, baby. Jack, if he's around, that is. He mightn't be around, but if he's around, we might be able to get him in. Jackie Boy. But as I say, guys, it's so important. So important to get our act together, get that quarterfinal draw, and go for number 7. I think it's so important. Let's go. Number 7, baby. What are we? 28 minutes in. If Hendo comes back, who would be your midfield 3? It's going to give Klopp a nice little headache as well, especially with Keita. Hopefully Keita can stay fit. I like the Genie, Thiago, and Fabinho. But what would it be like with Thiago, Fabinho, and Hendo? Wow. Because remember, Genie still touch and go whether he stays next season. I know, heard people talking about possibility of him, you know, signing that. I just can't see Genie staying. I just can't see it. I think his mind was made up a year ago when we won the league. He probably made his mind up. He knew this was his last year. But I mean, you just don't know, do you? You just don't know. There's so many ifs and buts there with Genie. Loving the show. Yeah, I'm going to try to do a lot more live shows, even little 20-minute, half-hour shows. I'm hoping to do a show tomorrow night with Copite, you know, Jay and Mick from the Copite podcast, hopefully about 8:30, 9 tomorrow night. So check that out. Keep that one in your calendar tomorrow night. So all going well, I'll do that tomorrow. If we're knocked out, Dave, would you like City to win the quadruple? Are you absolutely mad? No way. It can't have City win the quadruple. That will just answer the questions of money ruining football then. I mean, no. I mean, they're going to win the league. I think United could stop them. United, I think it's less. Is it Leicester weekend, the quarterfinals of the FA Cup? But City, United have a good record against them. Probably United are the only ones that can stop them in the FA Cup. I think it's Spurs in the League Cup final, wasn't it? And You never know who they're going to get. I mean, they could get PSG, Bayern, someone like that in the quarters. I mean, that'd be tough even for City. So we shall see. Talk to me Friday night and the Champions League draws being done. But we shall see. Why can't we win it? Well, we can win it. We can win it. Absolutely. The year we won it in 2005, we hadn't got a fantastic team. Okay, we'd Stevie G, and he basically won it for us in the final, has to be said. But all over it with Jimmy Terrare at fullback. You know what I mean? We weren't one of the favourites. We weren't up there. I mean, we did brilliant to get to the final. Beat a good Juve side. We beat a good Bayer Leverkusen side. Beat Chelsea, of course, the famous ghost goal. But it's absolutely possible we can win it. Absolutely. We believe. We definitely believe. Abdullah's loving the shows. As I said, I'm going to try to do a bit more because there's loads of times to fill in now between now and the 5th of April before Liverpool kick a ball again, which is at the Emirates against Arsenal. Now, that is going to be tough. Tough. But we shall see. I'm not going to stay on much longer. Maybe another, 5 or 10 minutes, then I'm going to rock and roll. But as I say, I'm going to try to do a lot more little half-hour shows, probably bring on the likes of Jack, Doug, Zane, Connor from the Cop Council, a few more maybe. Hopefully tomorrow night, as I say, the Cop Out podcast with Jay Pearson and Mick Moran as well. Hoping to do that tomorrow night with those boys. They're top notch. But I did one earlier with Callum Sanderson from Coppish, Team Coppish, who are brilliant, on fire with Drifty and man like Matt. They are on fire at the moment. LCFC Boya in the house. How are you, my friend? Hopefully you're well. You must be a happy boy, of course. You must be really happy at the moment because you are at Leicester City and they're doing very, very good at the moment. Get out of Anfield. I wish I could get into Anfield. Do you like the setup, Boya? It's a bit better, a bit more professional. Earphones, the top, the backdrop, looking good. The little 1-2 uni-flu up here. Few other little things to do. If I ever do a watch along, I might get a little scoreboard in. It's a bit of fun, it's a bit of crack. That's all it's about. Good to see you doing well on your channel, Dave. Keep it going, lad, says Eamon Kelly. It's crack for me. It's a bit of fun. It's a hobby. That's all it is. That's all it'll ever be. I like having people on. I like this new StreamYard version with the green screen and the chats and the comments and the fact that you can put the chats up on the screen and you can read them out. It just adds a different dimension to the channel. And that's why I've been coming on a lot more in the last week or two, just for that very, very fact. It's good for the channel too. Hit the thumbs up as well, guys. It's so important. I'm good, thanks, mate. Just had a few drinks, says Boya. Do you know what? I didn't even have a drink today. Alcohol, I mean. I just were drinking Ribena all day. And I've been off because of St. Patrick's Day. It's a bank holiday over here. Back at work tomorrow, but other than that, yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's a bit of crack, bit of fun. That's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. I mean, football is one thing. Your team, whoever it is, it's Leicester City for Boya or Liverpool for me. More important things in life. Mental health, your family, friends, that type of thing. If this type of thing is your thing and you like coming in, like putting your comments in, that's good as well. That's good as well, isn't it? That's what it's all about. Bit of fun, bit of crack. And I try to make it as fun and crack as is possible, maybe even other than other shows, not as serious. But I do like a bit of seriousness as well when it's needed. Seriousness is important in certain topics, of course, but like the bit of crack, like the one-liners, like a bit of jokes, that's what it is. Would love to see you on Redman TV, Final Word Show, Dave. John Moore. I was on the Final Word Show, by the way. Okay, John Moore, check out and Boy is in the house here. October 2019, the Liverpool-Leicester City game, the Milner penalty in injury time. I was over with the Redman TV in their studio for the Final Word. Check it out. October 19 it was. That's nearly, a year and a half ago. But yeah, I know the guys very well. Chris and Paul and Ross. Jay Pearson tomorrow night, who's with the Cop Out podcast. Also, it was with Redmen TV, but I did a video already in their studios. They have a great setup over there, Redmen, and are really, really top blokes. Hi, Daves. What soft ST would you take? What sort of ST would you take this summer? Andre Silva from Frankfurt or Malin from PSV? Andre Silva looks really, really good. Really good. Zane Talk Sports is back. She must have found the battery on her phone because it went dead. Here we go. Oh my God, what happened? You're back?
Yes. Phone died.
What happened? Oh, well, do you know what? That happened to me. I was doing an interview with James Pearce last year, and his laptop, it was his phone, his laptop died. We're halfway through chatting about something, and just the laptop went down. He had to come back. It took about 10 minutes for him to come back. I thought he was gone. But yeah, no, welcome back. I'm not going to stay on too long. Another maybe 10 minutes.
It might die soon again. I'm just
plug it in. Plug the bloody thing in.
It is plugged in.
Oh, it is plugged in. Okay.
Yeah.
Listen, I was just chatting there about. I'm looking at some of the comments here. What's his name? Andre Silva. I think he's a good player. But listen, I just want to get through this season in one piece. Try get top four. No, boy, LCFC boy is in the house here. He's a big Leicester City fan channel. Check it out; it's very good. And I think looks like City United or City are going to win the league, but looks like United will probably get second. I think there's a good chance Leicester City could get third. They're playing very well, and I think it's a toss. It's a toss up between us and Chelsea for fourth. So we really need Chelsea to start dropping points, and Leicester, to be fair. But we shall see. Have something up here from Boyer. What's he saying? Have you seen the promising youngster Shane Flynn has signed a first pro contract with Leicester? 18-year-old from Dublin, my hometown, of course. I did see it on Twitter today, actually. I seen him signing a young lad. I don't know much about him, but it's so hard to make it in Premier League football. I mean, you could be brilliant at a youth level, be unbelievable at 16, 17, 18. Doesn't mean you're going to make it at 19, 20.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? You give a young lad like that a few £1,000 a week, maybe even say £5,000 a week, and he doesn't even kick a ball for the first team, but he's going around in his car and his apartment, and so it is tough. There's a lot of things that can turn you away from the main thing you're there for, and that's to play football. Exactly. So he's calling Mane was a dive, says Boya. I'm talking about the Liverpool game back in October 2019, where I met him outside Anfield, actually, which was a year and a half ago. Liverpool beat Leicester City 2-1. Mane, he said, dived in injury time, and Milner took the penalty and scored, if you remember that game. And I met Boya outside. He was over there with Leicester City. I was obviously over there for Liverpool. And we met outside. Pity we couldn't have a drink, Boya, because he had to head back on the coach back to Leicester. But it wasn't a dive. He went down easy. That's all I'll say on that one. But when is it? Happy St. Patrick's Day, says Mo Salama. Yes, absolutely, my friend. Happy. Well, listen, as I say, I'm Irish, but St. Patrick's Day is sort of a novelty thing for me. It's not really, I'm more into Christmas, to be honest. I love Christmas, but Patrick's Day is only a one-day thing where everything goes green. The Americans probably do it better than the Irish anyway. The Irish Americans, that is. But it just shows you how much I care about it. Didn't you have a drink? Had a Ribena, and it's empty. It's empty, look. I mean, you're having a glass of wine.
I was, yeah. But, it's still not empty.
Looked like you were on that Redmen sofa for years, Dave. You've done well. Yeah, they're great lads at Redmen TV, but that sofa, so many people sat in that sofa. Obviously, I sat in it. It's so comfortable you can fall asleep in it. It's a big, beautiful. I was just telling the story back in October 2019 when I was at the Liverpool Leicester City game. I stayed for 2 nights in Liverpool because I was going over to Redmen TV and to see the game against Leicester. But on the Monday, they do the final word. So I went on the show to do the final word in the studio. They have a great studio set up there now, nice. Oh, yeah. And we also did another video for their subscription channel. So you actually have subscribers now. This is top level. This is top level, baby. But yeah, they're great lads. Chris, Pajak, and Paul Machin and Ross, of course. Great lads. I Here's OG. He's an Arsenal fan coming in. We all know Arsenal will make the biggest comeback of all time and win the league. What? What year are you talking about? I wish
Don't
is
know
right.
about that.
No, that's why he put I wish and a cry emojis in. He's right. No, but I think I'll tell you what, Arteta, it's going to be a tough game for Liverpool in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah, for sure.
They have definitely turned the corner. They're much better at the back, and they're really good going forward. So I'm not looking. That is going to be. I'm talking about that next week. Forget about it this week because it's so far away. Players have to go away in international duty and hope that they come back fit, no injuries. And of course, we've got the Champions League final draw on Friday to look forward to. That's the next big thing on the agenda for Liverpool. I'm celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Just had a chance to have a few drinks. I presume you don't. No better celebrating anything Irish for a few drinks. That's it goes hand in glove, for God's sake. But what's this guy saying? You always have to be careful of what comments you put up without looking at the first. Does Boya go to every Leicester City game? Says Kyle. Not. Boya, that's a question for you. He does. I think all the home games he goes to, all the Leicester City home. He's a great fan channel, actually. LCFC Boya, check it out on YouTube. Very good. Zane Talk Sports has her own YouTube channel as well. Do you want to give it a shout there, Zane?
Yeah. Go to my channel, Zane Talk Sports. I do match reviews, and I'm trying to do a bit of a different stuff as well now. So I did a video about Mane and Salah relationship just today, so I'm planning to do a bit more controversial stuff if you like as well. So yeah, subscribe.
And you're a bit of a musician as well. I've seen you playing You'll Never Walk Alone.
Yes, I am. I haven't played
good.
for many years, but I did when I was a teenager.
Yeah, no, brilliant. I seen that. That was very good. But do you know what it is? I think Liverpool are such a big club worldwide now, of course. So many fans, in the millions, to be fair, in the millions. Like in Ireland, where I am, they're huge. I mean, Liverpool, you'd say Liverpool United are the two big teams, to be fair. It's Liverpool United over here. But there is a spattering of Arsenal, even Leicester City, Spurs, Chelsea. One of my mates is a Coventry City fan. Now, there you go. So you'll get every... See, the thing about Ireland is we have like a semi-pro league. It's not a pro... It's sort of professional, but it wouldn't be at the same level as the Premier League, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And England being next door neighbour and Dublin being literally a little Irish sea a few miles across from Liverpool, there's always that connection between Dublin and Liverpool historically. So that's why you have such a big following in Ireland. And we used to have a lot of Irish internationals playing for Liverpool back in the 80s and 90s, but not so many.
Kelleher now.
Only Caoimhín Kelleher, and that's when he gets a game. And with Alisson in front of him, maybe, you never know. Actually, I've been impressed with Kelleher. He has been, unbelievable. Oh, here, Mo Salah has something to say here. Dave, let the beautiful woman speak. She has her own show, by the way. She has her own show. And what's your Twitter? Is it at Zane Talk Sports?
Yes.
Or Zane Talk Sports, yeah?
Yes.
At Zane Talk Sports on Twitter. I'll actually put the description of the Twitter and the link to the YouTube channel the descriptions at the end of the video anyway. But Coventry is a shithole. Fuck off back to Brummyland. Jesus Christ. I actually read that out. Oh my God. Is Zane a Liverpool fan? Well, what do you think? Do you think she's a Man City fan? Come on. Of course she's a Liverpool fan. She has a top on with LFC written on it. Look.
Yeah, I know.
There you go. Holy Moses. Delwyn Jones, only Fabinho and Ali and Bobby, Nat, Ben Davies. Who's Ben Davies? He's still in the basement. What are you talking about? And Ox and a few others will keep fit in the AXA training ground, Kirby, the new AXA Kirby training ground, which looks unbelievable. Yeah, well,
a bit lucky though. Unlucky.
Well, yeah. What do you think of that guy, Ben Davies? I mean, we signed him from Preston North End, centre half. He looked really good for Preston. He was one of the best players in the Championship. I know Championship is not the Premier League.
Yeah.
But I think it's unlucky for him that the fact that Kabak and Phillips have actually solidified and started to play well. You know what I mean? Klopp's not going to split that up unless there's an injury.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You know?
I think he still deserves a chance in some games because I don't think he's bad. I have a feeling he might be actually quite good. So I think he
No,
does deserve a chance.
we
Because it
have
would
to
be really
see.
unfair if we
We
just
have,
let him go.
yeah,
Yeah.
we have to see him to see how good he is. But I've
Yeah.
seen him playing for Preston, and he looks good. Is that still 1-0 to Chelsea?
Yeah. It's
It's
all
nearly
out
that's.
injury time.
Yeah, well, 2-0, 2-0 in aggregate. They need two
Yeah.
goals, Atletico. So it's looking like it's going to be Chelsea and Bayern in the other game. So
Yep.
we have our eight quarterfinalists basically. These international breaks do my head in. So used to 3 games a week now with the Reds, I have to go into rehab. Okay, just got a message there on Instagram. Oh yeah, I have an Instagram as well. Forgot to say that. At Dave's LFC Chats on Instagram, which is interesting actually. I like Instagram. Don't have a huge following on it, but it's good for posting. You know, I'm coming on in an hour or pictures. I did a lovely picture of me and my little girl today. We're out in lovely sunny Dublin. Actually put that on Twitter, I think, today as well. Abigail is my little girl.
Oh, bless her. It's
And
2-0 now.
Oh, 2-0. So it's 3-0 in aggregate. Who scored?
Yeah.
Can you see?
Just a sec, I'll tell you.
Probably Werner, was it?
I'm not sure who it is. It's a substitute.
It doesn't matter anyway. They're through. They're basically through, Chelsea. So Chelsea, it looks like 3-0 in aggregate. They're through. Bayern are through. Anyway, because they were 4-1 up. They were 5-1 up the last time I looked. But
someone called Emerson.
Yeah, Emerson. Yeah, he's a good player. That's one of his first few goals. He hasn't scored many goals, so he hasn't played that many games.
Yeah.
Chelsea would be a team to avoid, says. Who says that? Seamus Moore. Well, I don't know. I mean, PSG, City would be the teams to avoid, I think.
Bayern, yeah.
And Bayern Munich. But we have a good record, I'd say, against German teams. I don't think Bayern Munich could like getting Liverpool either.
Yeah.
I don't think any team would like getting Liverpool either. Let's be
Not in
fair.
this competition, no.
Don't think so. It's in our DNA. You know what I mean? It's this competition is in Liverpool's DNA. But I'm not going to stay on much longer, guys. Just trying to. Would like him to go to a decent side like Leicester. No way we'd keep him. Who are we talking about? You know what I mean?
Maybe Kelleher?
No, I think he's talking to Boya, is he? Yeah, him. They're having a conversation in the chat. Look.
Oh, okay.
Pereira they're talking about. Guys, get your last 2 comments in before we go for myself and Zane. Get the comments in. I want Lampard back, he says. I like that boy, yeah. He was all over the shop. Tuchel's did a very good job, actually, at Chelsea, to be fair. They're very hard to score against. I mean, that's 2 clean sheets. If that game's finished, that'd be 2 clean sheets against against Atletico Madrid, like 3-0 in aggregate, 1-0, 2-0. That's pretty impressive. You know what I mean? Chelsea could be peaking just at the right time. You know, the business end of the season is the time to peak.
Well, I'm not sure it's the right time because probably their goals are winning the league, not being 4th. So.
No. City are going to be the team to catch now for the next few years. They've got all the money. I mean, Chelsea at the start of the season were one of the favourites. All the players they signed, they have money as well. Yeah. But they've still a bit of ways to go now to catch City, I think, Chelsea. Yeah. But they could sign 2 or 3 big players in the summer again. They could sign the likes of Haaland or even Mbappe. They have that type of money. You know what I mean? But I don't know whether you can hear my dog in the background, Luna, barking her head off. Love shows yes do together, Dave, says John Moore. Do you know what it is? I think the most important thing, I said to Callum for Coppish today, is when you do collaborations. I mean, I'm good at talking to myself, as you know. I've been doing it for years, but it's always good to bounce off people, though, as well. You know, you're bouncing opinions off people. It's easier. There we go. Did you see Mark Goldbridge's irony moaning about money, says Boya. I seen your comment, Boya, by the way. I put a comment in as well, actually, to Mark. I know Mark, actually, Mark Goldbridge. But, like, it's just... Yeah, part of it's true, unfortunately, because he's not just moaning because United... I mean, United have money, let's be fair. United are up there over the last 10 years spending money. They're up there. They're way up there. You know, net spend, they're up there. But you start going into history and stuff, and we know about the thing with City and history. They don't really have that history. They were a
No.
70s Cup team. I remember City in the 80s and 90s with the likes of David White, Niall Quinn, and you know, you'd be going, who the hell are those players? Exactly. You know what I mean? And they played at a place called Main Road. And just weren't any good, really, basically.
Yeah.
They had one or two good players, they had a few good players, but just never really did anything. Then all of a sudden, this guy, this sheikh, comes, billionaire, trillionaire, comes in, show me the money, checkbook, bang, you know. So that's unfortunately the way it is. But get the last few comments in here, guys. Eamon Kelly, Porto is the one to get. Let the others beat each other up. That's what I'm saying. If you get a favourable draw in the quarters, that cuts out the other 6 teams not being favourable to each other, like a chess game. And they're literally cannibalising each other, which is great for us. You know what I mean? They're eating each other alive. And then if you get into the semis, they've already done the damage to the other good teams. And that's why it's so important to get a good draw in the quarters. But I'll definitely be keeping my eyes all over Friday. I might do a show for the Friday or after. I'll definitely do a show Friday night with reaction to the draw. But whether I do a live draw type of thing, I don't know. I'm in work Friday. So it's hard to mix it up when you're in work and you're trying to do a half-hour show, you know that way?
But, I work every Monday to Friday, so...
Well, I'm Monday to Friday, yeah. I'm basically Monday to Friday, yeah. But a relaxing type of job, though. Nothing too stressful, which is good. LCFC Boya, he should research how United built their early success through an injection of cash from businesses in the early 50s, which was the start of the club being built. In the early 50s, that wasn't like what it is now, Boya. Come on, early 50s. Some of the players in the 50s were getting the same amount of money as a milkman. and as a tradesman, a carpenter, you know what I mean? That's what those players were on. They weren't on big money in the 50s, even the 60s. My father-in-law played for Ireland in the 60s in international. They weren't on big money, I know for a fact. I mean, Man City, what my father-in-law was a head scout for Man City in Ireland, and he was the chief scout. And he'll tell you all about it back in the 70s when there was no money in football, basically. He played in Canada and he played in America where there was money. In the 70s. So he used to fly to games. Fly in the 70s. Think about that. Yeah. That's unusual. That was unusual. So, and he's a City fan, so I always get stick from him.
Oh. Not last year.
I gave him stick last year, don't you believe it? But he's been there, done it. He's 80 now, so he's seen everything, you know what I mean? But it's listen, football, it's great for banter. I like the banter in football, but when it gets toxic, which Twitter can get toxic at times, you gotta be careful on Twitter. I've seen some great. I don't know whether you know Doug from the Dugout Football Channel. Got a bit of stick today. I seen some of the stuff. Yeah, you just got to be careful on it. My brother Neil is in. Hey Neil, hope you are well. Neil is in the house. Eamon Kelly, top players were on 20 quid a week. But 20 quid in a week. 20 quid a week was a few quid. Back then, it was probably something like $2,000 now or something like that. You know what I mean? But different times, just different times, really. Delwyn Jones, we are drawing Chelsea, lads, 100%, says Delwyn. Nostradamus in the house. With us. Well, would you take Chelsea now?
I would.
Yeah. Chelsea, Porto, Dortmund.
I think we played them recently, so we can improve the way we played at the back because they had a lot of freedom in there. So I think we can take them definitely. And over 2 games, why not?
Yeah. Boy is saying, I don't know if I defend it more, having a foreign owner, but feels it's just because it's clubs that are not the established elite, feels like doesn't like the traditional big. I know Boya has a thing about the traditional big 6, as they're called, which is obviously made up by the media, Sky Sports and stuff, pushing the agenda of the big 6, and Leicester City, who've been doing well. Remember, they won the league. They won the bloody Premier League. I still find that as one of the biggest, in recent years. That was unbelievable how they won the league.
Someone made a lot of money on that.
Yeah, they would have won money, but the achievement, was unbelievable. I mean, Liverpool hadn't won the Premier League like hadn't won the Premier League full stop till last year, and hadn't won the league since in 30 years. I remember it well. It was like 1990. I was 17, something like that. And I remember it because obviously I'm following Liverpool since the 80s.
Yeah.
And like that was just heartache. You know, we'd won a few cups and we won the Champions League, obviously, in 2005 and 19. We got beaten in the 07 final against AC Milan. But a lot of people forget we were in the final in 07 as well.
Yeah.
But the league is what you want. Bread and butter. Bread and butter is what you want. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll stay on for 5 minutes because that will be the hour. And cometh the hour, cometh Liverpool, and then we will sign off. As I say, I might be going live tomorrow night about 8:30, something like that, if I can get the two lads from the Copwhite podcast, Jay and Mick, on. I don't know whether you know them, Zane, but they're top notch guys. Do, yeah. Jay and Mick, hoping to get them on tomorrow night for a bit of a chat. And then, of course, it's Champions League quarterfinals Friday. Tank crunchy, it's Friday. Cannot wait for Dash. We're nearly there now. Imagine the scenes. Sorry?
What time is the draw on Friday?
Well, you know these UEFA draws take about 4 years to complete. So the draw's at 11 a.m. So it's UK time. You're in the UK anyway, aren't you? So yeah. 11. But whether they take the balls out of posh till probably 12 or half 11, I don't know, because you do have all singing, and it might be different with coronavirus and different setup, but they always have something going on. But from 11 anyway is the show, as they say. Sorry, that's my rant over. Just annoys me a lot. I know all about it, boy. I know all about the top six rant and teams in the top six, and poor Leicester City don't get a look in. But I think Leicester City are doing brilliant. You know, they've had a really good season. I hope he's beat Man United. I think he's playing United in quarterfinals this weekend. I absolutely hope he's beat them at the weekend. Yeah, sure. I'd like Leicester City actually to win the cup, the FA Cup.
Why not?
I mean, what a season that would be. Top four in an FA Cup.
If they don't get
Boya on his top six rant. We just did. It's finished. Top rant is over, baby. But as we say, we're nearly there now, another minute or two, and we will sign off for another hour. My voice is almost going at this stage. me with my radio voice. And next we have live tonight. Next on the radio. But it was great, bit of chat. Zane Talk Sports, thanks for coming in as well. Thank you very much for coming in. It was. I just said it to you. I seen you on Twitter, and when you message someone real quick and say, "Are you available next 10, 15?" You don't know where they're going to be. It could be in a McDonald's drive-through for all you know. It could be anywhere. So thanks for popping in. But it just makes it easier when you've one or two people or three people on. Well, I'd be okay anyway, but it makes it a little bit easier, you know. But no, just great for coming in. I'll put your description down below for your YouTube channel, of course, your Twitter handle. And check out Zane Talk Sports, guys, on YouTube. I'm sure she'll have plenty of videos today. She'll probably do a Champions League prediction video or whatever. I don't know what you're doing in the next few days, but you did a video today, of course. I don't know whether it's controversial or not, about Mo Salah, the king of Egypt, and Mane in the mirror. And what's going on there, if there's anything going on there, or if there isn't, make your own opinion on that. I don't know what is Kyle saying? He went on an hour live rant about it on Twitch. Who? Boya? Okay. Twitch. Do you know what? I can connect this to Twitch as well. You've got a connection. You can connect this live to Twitch and all these other, which is very good. Now, I only signed up to Twitch. Now, I don't know much of it. I think it's a gaming channel, but
I'm not sure about it.
I'm just not a Facebook man. I don't like Facebook. I never did. Got off it about 10 years ago now. Won't go back to it. I like YouTube, obviously. I like Twitter. Can be good, can be bad, but it's very good for, for contacting people and getting in touch with other channels. And of course, there's Instagram. So check out Instagram. I don't know whether you're on Instagram or not, but Instagram can be good as well.
Yeah, I'm on almost all of the channels. But some of them I keep personal. So. Yeah.
Well, that's it. Instagram's more of a family and friends type of thing. Guys, I think we'll leave it there. We're 1 hour in. I enjoyed that. The voice is going. I've no beer to keep me company here, so love the live, Dave, man. John Moore, thank you very much for popping in, bro. Thanks to everybody in the comments. Delwyn Jones, Boya, John Moore, Eamon Kelly, Kyle. Absolutely brilliant, you guys calling in. That's what me, OG, Original Gunner, who of course is a big Arsenal man. We need warm ball. I don't even know how I'm reading that out, but I know what they mean by that, but that actually means something. Oh my God, I'm going to get that off the screen. Okay, Zane, Talksports, thank you very much for coming in. Check her out on YouTube and Twitter. Description down below. This means more. Guys, stay safe. A lot more videos and content to come. Let's look forward to the quarterfinal draw on Friday. Cheers.